Hello from Iceland. Today we've made the somewhat unusual decision to use what limited time we have here to explore the Snaefellsnes Peninsula instead of the more popular Golden Circle. It's a quieter corner of the country, but packed with dramatic coastlines, black sand beaches, lava fields, and tiny fishing villages. So hopefully we won't feel FOMO for missing out on some of the stunning waterfalls and geysers, but come along and find out together with us. By the way, we are Steph and Pete. We live in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and this summer we're visiting our families in the UK and in the States. And yesterday we flew from Gatwick here to Iceland because one thing about me is when I am looking for flights, I look at all of the options. And in this case, the best and most economical way to get home was to take the new Icelandair flight from Reykjavik to Nashville, which we are doing in a couple of days. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It's our first day here. We have a long day ahead of us, and I can't wait to see what we see. About 2 hours later now, we met up with Thor, our driver and guide. I learned that days of the weeks are like Old Norse, so Thursday is Thor's day. And now we've made it to our first stop on the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, which is the peninsula we're exploring today. And we're on the hunt for some seals. On the drive up here, Thor has given us tons of information. I can't promise that I will relay it in an organized manner. But speaking of Icelandic names, they're kind of unique because they don't have like unique surnames like us. It's just your dad's name plus son or daughter. So in our family, we would have 3 surnames. We would have David's son for Pete, Ken's daughter for me, and Peterson for Faith. This is Ytrirtunga, and it's unique in Iceland because it's got golden sand, and most of the sand beaches are black sand, but also hopefully seals.
Do you know if there was one animal that I would be? I think it would be a seal.
Last time you said it was a sloth in the National Museum of Edinburgh. You said it was a sloth.
No.
I guess they're kind of similar.
I've changed.
In energy levels.
I want to be a seal.
There's a seal over there. Hazy, do you see the seal?
There's actually 3 seals.
Where?
Right in front of us. 1, 2.
Oh, that thing that looks like a rock is a seal?
Correct. It's clever, isn't it? The camouflage.
Oh, I thought I was filming 1 seal between 2 rocks, but I was filming 3 seals. You'll see that now.
Look where we are. We're at the horse farm in lunch. We just saw some seals. One is popping his head. You want to say something now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like he said, we're at the horse farm, we're having some lunch, and I think nothing says better than a home-cooked meal in Iceland. We've got some like lamb with mashed potato, we got some like cauliflower cheese, it looks like, some chicken, some delicious looking vegetables, potatoes that are grown like right here on the farm, which look great. I love potatoes. Some beetroot, bit of salad. It's great. Couldn't think of anything better on this. So
Can I say?
it's not even like gloomy. So it's a lovely day. But
When we were going on to the seals to see them where all the rocks were, we saw some mountains that were made out of lava. And look where we are. At lunch.
This Iceland trip was just a quick stopover after visiting family in the UK. We were only in Iceland for 3 nights, but we still needed to stay connected. And here's the best part. We didn't even have to think about it or change anything because we were using Olafly's European regional eSIM. We bought it weeks ago before we even left for the UK, and it covers both the UK and Iceland plus tons of other European countries. So we literally just landed in Iceland and everything kept working exactly the same. No switching eSIMs or buying a new plan, nothing. This is honestly why we love Olafly. We've been using using them for years now across dozens of countries, and they just make things so easy and simple and stress-free. And now they offer these regional plans that are perfect when you're bouncing between a few countries. Olafly offers unlimited data. It automatically switches to the best local network, so you just set it up once and forget about it. They've got regional plans for Europe, Asia, Latin America, North America, and even a global option if you're really bouncing around a lot. So if you're traveling internationally soon, whether it's one country or several countries, Olafly has an eSIM for you. Use our code Steph and Pete or the link below for a discount and get your eSIM so you can focus on the fun stuff. Alright, our first stop post-lunch is this very famous black church. I think it's become more famous just because it's really photogenic with like everything around it, and it's quaint and black. It was first built in the 1700s and they were going to knock it down in the 1800s, but some very persistent lady begged everybody to keep it, including the King of Denmark or something. And it's painted black with, I already forgot the word, but they use it on boats to protect it from the weather. And here it is. The Black Church.
I wasn't sure doing this route if we were going to miss some of doing the all the major popular spots and the other more popular routes, but it's been great actually to come to this region because it's a lot quieter. So there's not many people around, not many big tour buses and stuff, and we're still seeing a lot. And they say that this region, this peninsula that we're on, is like mini Iceland. So you're actually getting a taste of what the rest of the country is like in this small little area, which has been great. I don't do any research for these videos, as you can probably tell, but last night I did read a book about Iceland with Hayes, and I learned that this is Arctic lavender. I'm also kind of making that up because I'm not quite sure if this is that, but they say it grows all over the country and it's beautiful. Another reason to come here in late spring, early summer, I just feel like we're seeing all these amazing flowers. Everything's
I think we're well
green
into summer.
and lush. It's a lovely time to be here.
I think it's definitely summer, and we're having such good weather. You wouldn't know this because we didn't film any videos in the UK, but we just spent 2 weeks there, and I saw rain one time for like 5 minutes. It was gorgeous. And our guide Thor, I just heard him say after lunch, he was like, "Whoa, it's almost getting too hot." And I believe we're like high 50s right now, maybe pushing 60.
Can you see it? Is that cool? What do you see? Can you tell us?
I see 2 birds.
Try not to touch it. Try not to touch it. Just use your hand. Use your eye.
2 seagulls.
Is that cool?
And then you see the baby, the little one there, the little furry one? It's kind of sitting under the other one.
I know you're turning into a bit of a twitcher, so is this like your heaven? Seeing all these birds?
I'm like the least interested person in birds in the world. Pete's making a joke though because there was one bird the other day and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I could see why people do this. But a lovely gentleman over there just let Hayes look into his, what's that called, a telescope?
Yeah.
By the way, this is Arnastapi, and it's like an old fishing village. Did you know that Iceland is the youngest piece of earth that you can visit? Because it arose from the sea 15 to 20 million years ago? Just like that, we're at our next stop. This tour is like boom, 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 which is great for us. This is Djúpalónsandur. It's a black sand beach, or black pebble beach, volcanic beach, if you will. By the way, the company we were doing this tour with is called East West Iceland, but we booked it on Get Your Guide. This video is not sponsored, but I did want to mention them because the reason that we're able to do this tour is because every time you book a tour with our link, if we hit a certain amount in a quarter, we get Get Your Guide vouchers that we have been saving up to do this little Iceland trip. So if you have used our link before, thank you very much. And if you're planning a trip, chances are that you can book a tour or museum ticket or public transportation or any of the number of things that they offer on Get Your Guide. So I will, as always, leave our link down below. Tomorrow we are doing a tour with Wake Up Reykjavik that we also booked there, and then the next day we're going to the Blue Lagoon that we also booked on Get Your Guide.
I've never been on a beach like this. Oh my gosh. Look. Look. That's still hot. Ow.
Daddy!
Last stop. That mountain behind me is, I think, the most photographed mountain in Iceland. Is it in Game of Thrones? A Journey to the Crater, some sci-fi novel I haven't read? I don't know. And I also think I said at the beginning of the video that we might miss out on waterfalls, but here's a waterfall. I don't think it's like the big famous one you see in the Golden Circle. We've seen probably 10 today just driving by, but that is what we're walking down to see. Speaking of most photographed mountain, tourism in Iceland, coming to you with some fun facts, because I love tourism facts. In 1985, 100,000 foreign visitors came to Iceland. In 2008, there was 700,000 foreign visitors. And then in 2010, you had the eruption of a volcano that starts with an E and has 15 letters, so they call it E15. Or people like me that can't pronounce it call it that. It erupted, got global attention. And then in 2015, so 5 years after that, you have 2 million visitors. And this was also around the time that there was like the financial collapse. So it cost about a half of what it does today, which would be nice. That's your fun Iceland tourism fact.
I wanted to mention how comfortable the bus was. It's been great. It's
You're cutting me off.
yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. I just thought like you were talking about tourism facts, but these group tours are like no more than like 19 people, which is kind of like a perfect number. And the bus, I'm 6'2", and I don't like traveling by bus. And the buses have been really comfortable. So Mercedes Sprinter. It's just thought that was helpful to add.
It's a Mercedes Sprinter, and East West does a number of tours. I think maybe this one's their signature. I don't know. I tend to, when I do go and Get Your Guide or Viator or whatever, I will also look at the company and then do some further research. And I had actually booked another tour and then found this one. I was like, well, honestly, I found this one and it said lunch was included. And then I booked it. No, and then I looked into the company and was very impressed. The other thing I was going to say about tourism facts is I've been posting pictures on Instagram all day. And so anybody that's been here is like, oh my God, I love Iceland. It's one of my favorites. And it feels like one of those countries like you've never met anybody that's been here and doesn't rave about it. Which is funny, because in 1985, you wouldn't have met many people that had been.
If you're also wondering about doing this with a 5-year-old, it is a long day. And Hayes just told me that he was ready to get back on the bus and relax.
Alright, back in civilization. The tour is over. That was a spectacular day. But it's funny, I always think that like this is going to be the country that changes us and makes us want to travel for nature and go hiking and this and that, but we're the weirdos that travel for public transportation and cities and food, and so one day was funny for me. We do have one more video coming up from Iceland, and tomorrow we are back to our wheelhouse and we're doing a food tour with Wake Up Reykjavik. So we appreciate you watching this one. We hope you stay tuned for the next one. Goodbye.